welcome back to my channel. Sorry, not the greeting you deserved. As you can see, I'm currently not looking like myself. And I thought, what better time to do a video about cosplay? I get asked a lot about cosplay on TikTok. I'd like to talk about like tips and tricks of like how to get started for beginners. And I've never felt super comfortable answering it because I don't consider, I mean, I guess I'm sitting here in a cosplay. I guess I'm a cosplayer, but I don't think I'm like a professional to the degree that I can like give advice, but I can speak to my own experience. And I have grown a lot since I first started. So let's talk about it. First thing I wanted to say, I very much consider myself to be, like, if I were to be a cosplayer, I would be a TikTok cosplayer for sure. I have cosplayed at conventions before, but that's also mostly thanks to like my friends who actually know what they're doing helping me, aka shout out to Sassy's Ribbons, Alex, I love you. You know, dressing me up, putting makeup on me and being like, let's go. And with TikTok cosplay, you know, so there's, you know, convention cosplay is the full body situation. You're walking around, you gotta look good from all angles. I mean, you don't, because like cosplay is about having fun and portraying a character, so you don't have to look any certain way, but it's scary because people are going to be perceiving you from like all sides. So like I know when I go to conventions and I'm cosplaying, I'm always like,
okay, how's the back looking, how's the wig in the back, how's, you know,
and that also, you want to make a lot of the time convention cosplayers are gonna have photo shoots and like you want to get really good pictures. So that's kind of like the target. Versus TikTok cosplayers like myself, it's a lot of like, you know, acting like with audios, and also like the lighting is very controlled, so you can like kind of get away with faking a lot of, you know, like makeup tricks and whatever, angles, lighting, editing, that kind of a thing. But it tends to be more like, you know, skit based stuff or like acting with audios, that kind of a thing. So depending on like what you're interested in doing, there's going to be a different process. But okay, moving along. Oh god, these eyes are a filter. Can you tell? I have these contacts, but I lost them in my room. I could not find them, so I put the filter on. I tried to take it off and then I was like, God, she looks wrong without the filter. I want to talk about makeup. Okay, how do you achieve such brilliant, I'm just kidding. I literally do not know anything about makeup. I've never known anything about makeup. My truly best advice is just fake it till you make it. That's gonna be most of my advice in this video, honestly, because like that's, I think if you're starting out especially, that's like how you go about it. I would literally like, I'll pull up a picture of the character and I'll just draw on my face, just try to mimic, you know, the eyeliner. Like if they have black all the way in, I'll do it all the way to the end. Like the thinner eyebrows. I've never once done brow blocking. Actually, that's a lie. I tried it once and it did not go over well. See if I can find a picture to show you. I hope future me did that and you got to see just now what I looked like brow blocking. Not great, but that's if I wanted to brow block, I'm confident that if I just did it over and over again, I would figure it out. It's like trial and error. Just truly just like drawing on my face, like with stuff like if you have a specific look you're trying to achieve, like a specific type of eyeliner or like scars. This is not scar makeup. This is me literally drawing with eyeshadow on my face. But I've tried to do better scars before, and with that I like always go to YouTube and just type in scar tutorial. You know, truly I think you just have to keep doing the best you can and then building off of that. As far as like contacts go, there's no optometrist will ever tell you to put cosmetic contacts in your eyes. There's no company that's like good for you. Just make sure you know how to properly put in and take out contacts. Again, YouTube it. But yeah, so just be cautious. But here are some companies that I've bought contacts from before that have always worked for me. I would just look up, you know, see if they've had any big issues or scandals. All of this stuff, again, it's like, it's super instinctive. Just kind of follow a rabbit hole and see where it takes you. But getting into the actual cosplay, if buying a full outfit is not something that's financially viable for you in the moment, which is so understandable because cosplays can be super expensive, I think a great alternative, I mean, first of all, all cosplays are valid. Any cosplay is valid. So that's like maybe annoying to hear. I know the feeling of like seeing someone and wanting to look like them and wanting to be at their skill level. Anyone who tells you that your cosplay isn't good or good enough, it doesn't like understand what cosplay is about. And there's always room for growth too. So if you don't feel like you're doing it great, like that's okay. First of all, someone else might think that you are and might be appreciating your work. Second of all, there's always room for improvement. Cosplay them again, cosplay that character again and again. I find a lot of the time that like looking back at my first attempt, like I felt like I was killing it. And where I'm at now, I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't. But then more months pass and then I feel that way about that one. It's like, all you can ever do is your best. When I'm doing my makeup, you know, after like putting on a cosplay once or twice, however many times, and I'm doing it again, I look back and see what I did the last time and see if I want to change anything or like try to mimic it if I liked it. And eventually, once you do that enough times, you'll look back and you'll be able to see like such a clear growth. The growth happens like slowly over time. There's my first Levi, and my most current Levi, and I think I improved a lot, and I'm sure I'll feel that way again as more time goes on, you know. But it's all about just doing it over and over again and seeing what happens. Where did he go? I didn't catch it on camera. Well, I did, but I'm filming this on TikTok, and there was an audio on, so I had to re-record this. This motherfucker fell off my shelf and gave me a goddamn heart attack. Look at him. Zeke. Sorry. Anyway, that was a tangent. I have ADHD. It's nice to meet you. But I was gonna say, in regards to outfits, one of my best friends in the world, Gochashin Flo, they do this really well. If you want to do like your own take on a character, I think that is so cool. Sometimes I even like those cosplays more than like a standard cosplay of the character. And what I mean by that is like finding something that's like the same color but maybe a different style, or like if it's a character who you like the character but you don't love the outfit, like taking it and making your own kind of like idea of what that outfit would be. Flo does that so well. I actually did that today. Okay, so I'm going to KatsuCon as one of the days I'm doing Robin from Stranger Things. This is the Robin. This is the version I'm doing with Alex. We're doing romance. But this is the outfit, right? And it's not really an outfit you can't go on, you know, AliExpress and be like, I mean, maybe you can, but I don't have the money for that. So instead, I went to a thrift store today and I found, oh shit. Sorry, I'm destroying my own situation. This sweater, it's the right color. And I found this blouse, which is pink and ruffly. And you know what? Close enough. And like with a wig, which I get all my wigs off of Amazon, but I'm sure there are better places to get wigs. Like people will recognize it, and it's cool because it's kind of like my own take on it. That kind of a thing is like, that's such a valid way to cosplay if that's like where you're at right now. Either financially or because stylistically you want to like do your own takes on things. I think that's really a cool route to go, genuinely. I want to talk about finding audios specifically for TikTok cosplays, because people always comment, they're like, how did you find this audio? Truly, you guys, come here. There's two ways that I do it. First is I think of a phrase that the character would say. This is so stupid, but it works. Like, I'm, the war devil right now, right? So I literally would type into the caption or into the search bar, I love war, something like that. War is awesome. Like, whatever. And then I search it and I just scroll, and eventually I always come upon an audio that is somehow like perfect. Other way that I like to find audios is I don't like to take, and I think this is fine if you give credit, or maybe you can ask, whoever you find the video from, but like, I don't usually like to use the same audio for the same character as another cosplayer on purpose. So like, for example, I wouldn't want to type in War Devil cosplays, scroll through, find one, and then use the same audio as one of them, right? What I like to do is to think of a character that's really similar to the character I'm cosplaying, like just their personality, the overall vibe, whatever. Search cosplays of that character, scroll through, and I always end up finding like great audios, and it's people using it for other characters, so I don't feel like I'm kind of stepping on their toes by then taking it for this character. And that is a super great way to find them without feeling like you're kind of encroaching on another creator's like space. But those are my two methods. I highly recommend doing the phrase searching one. It's really fun, and you find some weird there's some weird out there. I used to do that for like skits too, like I famously make skits And that's how I find those audios. Overall, I just want to say, if you're a new cosplayer, the cosplay community is incredible. It's of course, like any community, there's ugly sides to it for sure. If you're on the internet long enough, you will find the ugly side of it. Trust me. But the actual like in-person community too, like at conventions, and a lot of, you know, people online too, it's so warm and welcoming. And if you can find yourself in the right pocket of it, which you'll land there eventually, it's just full of the kindest, most creative people who all have like the same great interests as you, or at least similar interests, and it's such a lovely place to be. So if you're considering jumping into cosplay, I say jump in, and like truly just jump in. You can go in blind, you can do some research ahead of time, like for makeup and, you know, costumes, whatever. However you want to do it is the right way. Yeah, I'd say go for it. It's so much fun. You already are equipped enough to start, so just do it. You're gonna look great, and I love you. Okay, mwah. See you later.